What's up, guys? Sorry I haven't made a video in a while. I've been busy moving to Tokyo and adjusting to the college life, so yeah. And this is, of course, my new apartment. It's a lot smaller than my old one, but it's the only livable price I could find in Tokyo. I was gonna make a video last week, but as you'll see, that didn't quite work out. The subject of this video is panic attacks. I've been having panic attacks for years, and they started when I was in middle school. They've gotten progressively worse over the years, though. When I would first start having them, it was as simple as me panicking on the 10-second walk on the school bus. I would stay up until 4 in the morning preparing myself for every name the local bullies could possibly call me, so that I could be ready for the 10-second walk onto the bus. After my second girlfriend got in a near-fatal car accident about a month before I went to Navy boot camp, I started having the shakes every time I got upset about something. The next experience that I can remember that resembled a panic attack was in 2010, whenever I was stressed out at work and I had to sit down because I was experiencing mental confusion. I've had a little trouble differentiating between which experiences would count as a panic attack or me just having a short temper. But over the years, I've had a lot of trouble regulating my emotions, so I think that probably fed into it. I'll expound upon that more in a future video. Up until last week, my worst panic attack occurred in 2012 while I was stationed in Guam. It was a little hard to classify as a panic attack though, because I was drunk when it happened. I was also sleepwalking. It was the day that my ex-girlfriend told me that she had cancer as a way of getting me to break up with her. But instead I had one of my many probable nervous breakdowns, and this was 6 months after my sister committed suicide, so I was in a pretty dark place at that time anyway. But I got really drunk, and I had a dream that I was being chased by something, but it turned out I was actually sleepwalking down the barracks hallway in my underwear. I'll go into further details on that in a future video as well. Then last weekend I had the two scariest nights of my life. Last Friday was my birthday, and me and some of my new college friends went out to celebrate, and as we were walking through Ikebukuro, Tokyo, I started feeling lightheaded and needed to sit down. My friend that was with me had previous problems with hyperglycemia, so he figured it was probably that situation. So they all bought me a bunch of sugary drinks to try to bring up my blood pressure. The problem is, other than fatigue from my sleep apnea, there was nothing physically wrong with me. I was experiencing a panic attack. My blood pressure spiked to over 200 beats per minute. Actually, that's not my blood pressure, that's my pulse. But I started getting lightheaded, and the more scared I got, the more lightheaded I got. And as a way of gaining a sense of control, I started punching the ground and begging for help. Eventually, an ambulance showed up and told me I was having severe heart palpitation, and there was no apparent cause other than potentially my thyroid. About an hour later, I was functional enough to go use the bathroom, and shortly thereafter, I was released. The oddest part in all of this was how I knew exactly what was going on. I was just completely confused about everything, and I couldn't lose the sense of panic and confusion. But the biggest lesson in all of this was that in a situation where I needed help, I did have people I could turn to. I'm not entirely sure what the cause of my panic attack was. That's why I'll be enlisting the help of a psychologist next Thursday to try to figure out what's going on with my brain. And I'll be sure to give an update. As the title suggests though, this was only one of 2 panic attacks that weekend, so as the video suggests, I'll expound upon that more next week in the second part of this video. But as always, if you like my video, subscribe. If you like my music, buy it. And if you hate me, tell everybody. Out.
Yeah!